Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany and today I'm going to show you 6 different ways you can use your Hobonichi Cousin vertical weekly layout. Now this applies not just to Hobonichi Cousin but any type of vertical weekly layout. So to get started, I am going to show you some examples of how I started off in my vertical layout in the Hobonichi this year. And if you're wondering, this is a Chic Sparrow Tea House Collection leather cover. Now to get started, I did not get my notebook until the end of February. So the first month of weeklies in this notebook was experimental. And that brings me to number 1. You can use your weekly spread layout as a draw something each day. Initially, I thought that's something I wanted to do. I had seen some like beautiful layouts on Instagram of people drawing different items throughout their week and like very detailed, and I thought that's something I was really interested in doing, so I attempted it, and then I changed my mind because I would like to designate one whole book to it. Since I was going to be using my dailies differently, I thought that this wouldn't work for me for this, but it's definitely something I've seen a lot of people do, and it's definitely an option that you can do if you haven't figured out how you wanted to use your weeklies and you're not really a weekly vertical planner. Next thing is documenting and memory keeping. So I started to document my day, and I was using different types of stickers. This allowed me to use as many stickers as I had, since I do have my own sticker shop. It allowed me to test out my stickers and just really experiment with that. I realized things were getting cluttered. I didn't really care for the way that this style was going, but it's definitely something you can do. There are a lot of other planner girls on Instagram and YouTube who like to memory keep with stickers. So there are different ways you can do it. You don't have to use as many stickers as I've used. I do think that this kind of clutters the page and will definitely make the pages of the notebook really thick really fast. So just keep that in mind, but that is another way you can use your weeklies. And then that brings me to number 3, which is hour by hour or blocked off time and actually planning. So this is kind of a combination of the two. I did block off the time that I was working. I was blocking off special events that happened. And then the rest of the time I just filled in with things that I was doing throughout the week. So anything that was very important, I did put in here. But I also kind of back planned and did that as well. Now, number 4 is to create a to-do list and then to actually mark them off for when they're done throughout the week. So it wasn't really done here in this particular spread, but for example, you can easily fill in a full list of things that needed to be done and then actually fill them in for when you accomplished it throughout the week. Next is hand lettering. So I did not do this, but I did do it in my Hobonichi the year prior, and I would write a word each day. I would either find a word that I want to write or follow a prompt from someone else, and I will write it out and script it out in a brush pen or a calligraphy pen. So I would do that. Here's an example of also doing that as well, but horizontally, writing different quotes for each day of the week. Now, my very last example is to use it as a gratitude or affirmations log. So let me get to the page where I started doing some gratitude. I didn't like the way I was using it, so I decided to, or I attempted to at least write something every day. It didn't work all the time, and I think that's just because I was journaling, and in my journaling I do write gratitude, so it was almost like I was having to write more gratitude, and that's why it didn't really last very long. Also, this is around the time when the pandemic hit, and I was not using my planner at all. Then I'm going to show you some of the things that I really did like. I did do this on YouTube, and it was just like journaling and adding pictures of my family and things that we did. So this has more to do with documenting your days. And then I was inspired by Lori Two Plans, I believe. I will put her information in the description box. And I've talked about her before, but I really enjoyed how she used large stickers and small stickers, and she was placing them on her spread either before she even filled out her spread or while she was filling it out throughout the week. So I tried that out and I liked it. It's just writing what happened and then filling out those empty spots and spaces with stickers. So I'm going to just flip through my weeks and how it has evolved to what I am doing now. These were a lot of back planning. So I was using small stickers, big stickers, stickers that represented things I actually did throughout the day for the most part. And this has helped me use up my sticker stash from other shops. I really like being able to put vellum in here. And then when my son's school started, he's in kindergarten, that was when I realized I really needed something to write down his requirements for school, his schedule, and just anything that's going on that he's learning that I can replicate at home. So that's why I turned more into a planner slash documenting, memory keeping. So I actually was planning ahead of time for throughout the week for things that I knew was going to happen on a certain day. And then as the week began, I would fill out other things that we did. It's hard to plan your evening. So these hours at the bottom are typically where I would put in the items or the things that we actually did do in the evening. So it wasn't something that was actually pre-planned, unless it was like a game or a late appointment, then that would already be in there before the week started. I also began putting in the weather at the top and then adding my meals at the bottom. And this, I know not everyone needs. I do like putting these in because it helps me come up with an idea for next time. I hate eating the same thing over and over and over again. I don't know about you, but it bothers me, and I'm not a big fan of cooking. So if I do find a recipe that happened to work really well for the family, I think it's always good to be able to reference it if I need something that I just can't think of that I have made in the past. So I really enjoy adding those down. I do put washi tape in. If it's not washi tape, it's most likely a kit from my shop. Sometimes when I pre-plan, I do go in afterwards if I see a lot of blank spaces and fill in with a sticker. There are other people I've seen who separate their like morning from their evening, and certain rows that they make where it's always going to be their schedule. Like, it may not pertain to the hours that are provided on your weekly layout, but they have this section always for meals, the next section always for their schedule, and then the rest will be just things that are like appointments, and they don't really use the time stamps on the left side of the page of each column. I do use them because I need it for my son's schedule. So I do block off when he has school. This helps me when I need to make appointments, which I didn't really worry about until lately. So this will continue to help me when I block it off. I started using stickers from like sticker sheets from different shops I purchased a long time ago. And I would say that my favorite stickers to use in the Hobonichi are clear stickers because they don't feel like it clutters your page. So a sticker like this versus a sticker like this, I really prefer the clear stickers. This was around the time when I started to use the Hobonichi stencil, and I love that stencil. Adding like little highlights from my mileliners or whatever other highlighters I'm using helps me, especially when I'm using this little box here, and even for like certain things that are going on during the week that cover more than one day. I like to use that. And then I started using the little vertical lines to show that something took longer than just like an hour, or just a couple hours. So if it took something like for a majority of the day, that was what I was doing, then I used this part in the stencil to indicate that. And then this was the first week that it was all just pen, paper, and mileliners, and hardly any stickers. The only stickers were the ones on the border, the date covers, and then this little cute bow from the planner spot, and that's pretty much it. So when I'm planning, I pre-plan the days out. Most of the stuff at the top have to do with my son's school, and then everything at the bottom is just whatever happens after his school and the things we do that may not necessarily be planned. And that's it. And we only have a couple weeks left until 2021, but this setup here is definitely ideal and something I'm going to be bringing into 2021. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to like this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.